Good afternoon and welcome to Ngāti Mana News. I'm Beyonce Knowles.
And I'm Kim Kardashian.
Tonight on Ngāti Mana News, May will be reporting live from Sanitarium Hill, where she will be discussing a facility for tuberculosis in the early 1900s.
My name is Nurse May, and today I'm coming to you live from a place called Sanatorium Hill, aka Mangakawa Reserve, or as it was formerly known in the early 1900s, or what was it known as? Te Waikato Sanatorium. So, in the early 1900s, 1902 to be exact, the health department bought this mansion and turned it into a tuberculosis facility. Ka pai, ai. As part of the facility, they also made little homes for the patients where the doors could open out and they could get plenty of air into those lungs. Oh, ka pai ne ai. Sadly, during the war, the army took over it and wrecked it. And when the war finished, it was in such disrepair that they could no longer use it as a tuberculosis facility. So the whare was sold off, and part of it, back over here, kia ora. Part of it, back away, part of it was used as the Sunshine Ward at Waikato Hospital. Oh, ka mau te wehi ne, ai, kia ora. Sunshine Ward was also known as the Children's Ward at Waikato Hospital. So today we're going to be talking to you about treating tuberculosis. More importantly, about the hygienic factors behind the matter and what we need to do to control tuberculosis. Back to you girls at the studio.
Thanks for that, May. We will now be crossing over to microbiologist Lucy Lowe, who will be telling us about the microbiology of TB bacilli.
Hi guys, so I will talk about Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is an infectious disease caused by the Mycobacterium. Mycobacterium tuberculosis is an aerobic, acid-fast microorganism that has a highly unusual cell surface that is made up of various lipids and mycolic acid. So mycobacteria are abundant in soil and water, but Mycobacterium tuberculosis is mainly identified as a pathogen that lives in the host. So some species in its Mycobacterium tuberculosis complex have adapted their genetic structure specifically to infect human population. So tuberculosis generally affects the lungs, but can also affect other parts of the body. So the transmission of Mycobacterium tuberculosis is spread through the air from one person to another. So microscopic droplets that contain the bacteria may be expelled when a person who has infectious tuberculosis coughs or sneezes, and they can remain suspended in the air for several hours depending on the environment. When a person breathes in Mycobacterium tuberculosis, the bacteria can settle the lungs and begin to grow. From there, they can move through the blood to the other parts of the body. That's it, guys. Back to you.
Breaking news. We've just had a confirmed tuberculosis outbreak at the back here in Ngāti Mana Hospital, where it has been confirmed that nurses have not been using correct infection control procedures. We are going to go into this hospital and check out their procedures. Back to you in the studio, girls.
I'm here at Ngāti Mana Hospital where it's been confirmed there's a TB outbreak, tuberculosis. I'm here with nurse.
Nā toki mata whauroa. You can call me Nurse Nā toki mata whauroa.
Thank you for joining us today, nurse. Sorry, can't pronounce your name properly.
Nā toki mata whauroa.
Ngā toki matuwha.
Orua.
Orua. Oh, I got it. Okay, thank you. So, nurse Ngā toki matuwha Orua.
Aye.
Oh. Are you able to take us through some infection control procedures?
Yes, yes I am. Oh yeah. What? Yeah. oh. Good morning. I'm here outside my ward with my auditor here, the lovely Beyonce Knowles. So, this is the negative pressure room, and there are standard airborne precautions done.
Can you tell me about these airborne precautions?
Yes. So, because tuberculosis is spread through the air, we need to put masks on just in case there's any tuberculosis bacilli in the air, and to stop any cross-infection going into the patient as well. Right? Oh geez, who left the floor? Oh. Come in. Oh, hang on. Taiwa. Oh, another cross. Oh. Before we go in, yes, auditor, can I ask you to put a mask on, please? Okay. Oh. Who left their book in there? Come in. This is the anteroom, a special area to contain any microbacilli that might have come out into the room and will be contained in this room, so to prevent further infect. So this door needs to have a negative pressure on it to contain any TB macrobacilli that may be contained within the air in the room, and the negative pressure keeps the TB macrobacilli in the room. Standing.
Yep.
You will notice an air conditioning system, and it contains a HEPA filter system to filtrate any possible infection in the air.
How often does the air get changed in this room per hour?
12 times.
Okay, very
12
good.
times. Kia ora, and thank you for letting us have our TV person in here and our auditor in here. I'm just going to talk to them for a second and explain your ultraviolet radiation lights, okay? So above us, we have as airborne precautions, further airborne precautions, we have an ultraviolet radiation light which further kills any bacteria in the air. Oh, no good, eh? Yeah, how's the whānau? Oh, good. So I'm just going to take a listen to your lungs, okay? Okay, let's roll this way. How are you feeling today? Oh, it's cold. Warm it up. Deep breath. Aye. you for that, Sandy. I'm not going to get you to sit up because I can see that you're quite unwell. And I can hear that you're like...
Okay, so we've been through the auditing process and now where to from here?
Okay, so before I head anywhere else, I've got to sterilise everything that I've used. Wash my hands, do standard hygiene procedures, and then we can carry on from
All
there.
right, let's go.
And I'll get you to wash your hands.
Very good.
I hope you enjoyed that little tour of the infection control. I'm here with Melissa, the auditor. How do you think the audit went, Melissa?
Well, there are a few things that could be improved, but we've discussed that, and I think the infection control procedures that they have in place are good to go.
Cool, thank you for your time. Back to you in studio. Okay, whānau, that concludes our news for tonight. I'm Beyonce Knowles.
And I'm Kim Kardashian. Have a safe night.